The Nice Guys is a neo-noir mystery comedy starring Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe. Private Eye Holland March and hired enforcer Jackson Healy must work together to solve the case on a missing girl and the apparent suicide of a porn star. Now, I was super excited for this movie, not only because of who is in it, but also the writer and director, Shane Black. Even though he hasn't done a lot, I am a big fan of his. And I loved this movie. It is probably one of the best original films I have seen this year. One of the big reasons for that is Russell Crowe. He was fantastic. Very believable as this character. You can tell that he has been through a lot very early on in this movie, and I love the arc that his character had. But despite how good Crowe is, it is Ryan Gosling who steals this movie, and a big reason for me is because he does not play your average Ryan Gosling character. This guy's an alcoholic, he has a kid, he's not very good at his job, and in general is a pretty flawed character, but he still has this likability about him. Crowe and Gosling have amazing chemistry in this movie. Just watching the back and forth between these two is so entertaining to watch. And even though Gosling is a private detective, you trust Crowe so much more in this situation. I love how they joke about that throughout the entire movie. And I really like how this is not your typical buddy cop film. Yeah, the two characters have some differences, but they're very similar. So it's not about two opposing characters trying to work together and that's where you find your entertainment. And then there's a moment in the middle of the film where they're like, ooh, let's be friends now. No, this movie has none of that. Their friendship has such a more natural arc to it and is so much more realistic that way. And the girl that plays Ryan Gosling's daughter gave such a great performance, and I really like her character too. She actually helps the two out quite a bit and plays really well off of them. And what I also really like is that because she's a kid, she makes decisions that only make sense for a child. And it gives this movie a sense of unpredictability. And the humor in this movie is so good. I was laughing throughout this entire movie, and it flows very well with the mystery elements. It has some great bigger jokes like the bathroom stall scene, but what I liked even more were the smaller jokes that would come back later. Although a couple of jokes did go a little too far and felt a little out of place at times, but basically what I'm saying is like 3 out of 50 didn't hit for me, so that's a pretty good percentage. And the writer and director of this movie, Shane Black, boy does he know this genre well, because he wrote the first 2 Lethal Weapon movies and directed and wrote Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. And if you have not seen Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, it is very similar to this movie, and it stars Robert Downey Jr. and Val Kilmer. And I know some people have rediscovered it when Downey got his fame back, but not nearly enough, because I personally think it is one of the best movies of the 21st century. And I love the tone for this movie. Again, very similar to Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, and how he is able to interweave the mystery with the comedy is really incredible. And Shane Black perfectly encapsulated the 70s. You feel like you are in that decade, and it never feels like imitation. Overall, this is a superb movie with great performances, smart and witty dialogue, an intriguing story, and it hits the 70s vibe so well. I'm going to give The Nice Guys an A. If you have seen the movie, let me know what you thought about it in the comments. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, or you can just click right here to see more.